Okay, today in exercise 6.4 we are going to see first sum. Actually the statement is there, but the proof of that statement is not there. So which statement we are going to use today is the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to ratio of the square of their corresponding sides. So you know, if two triangles are similar, then the corresponding angles are equal, then the corresponding sides are proportional. So what are the corresponding sides of ABC and DEF? So you will be writing it as AB by DE, AB by DE, which is equal to first two we have written, then second and third, BC by EF, then you write first and last equal to AC by DF. So here ratio of areas of two similar triangles. So what is the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles? Area of triangle. How will you represent it? Area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF. So area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF is equal to ratio. So we have written in the form of fraction. Ratio of the squares of the corresponding sides. So what is a square meaning? Squares, that means you square all the sides, squares of the corresponding sides. Okay, so now I have written all the three sides, ratio of the all the squares of all the corresponding sides. You have to write any one pair. So here what and all they have given, actually areas of two similar triangles they are given, and one of the side EF is given, you have to find out the other side BC. So if EF is given, you have to find out BC. So you can take this pair, since all the three are equal, you can take this one alone, BC square by EF square. BC square by EF square. So what is BC? That we have to find out. So you write area of triangle ABC. What is area of triangle ABC? Is given as 64, and DEF area is given as 121. BC square we don't know, that only we have to find out. So you write it as BC square itself, and EF value is nothing but 15.4. So 15.4 the whole square you write as it is. So then when we take square root on both sides, so when we take square root on both sides now, what is square root of 64? 8. 121, 11. So when you take square root of BC square, you will be getting BC. What is square root of 15.4 the whole square? The square and root will get cancelled, you will be getting 15.4 alone. So when you transpose this 15.4, it becomes multiplication. So 8 into 15.4 you bring to this side, 8 into 15.4 by 11. So you can cancel this in 11th table. How will you cancel? 8 into 15.4 can be written as 154 by 10, and already in the denominator you have 111. So write this 11 here. Now 11th table, this is 1 times 111 is 11, balance 4 11s are 44. Then 8 into 14 is nothing but 112. 112 when you divide by 10, you will be getting 11.2. So the answer is 11.2 centimeters. So in this manner you have to solve. This is very important 1 mark question. Okay, now question number 2. Diagonals of a trapezium ABCD with AB parallel to DC intersect each other at a point O. If AB equal to 2 times of CD, find the ratio of areas of the triangles AOB and COD. So the diagram is given here. See the diagram. Here. So in this trapezium, this AB is parallel to DC, and the value of AB, this AB is 2 times of CD. When you multiply this length by 2, you will be getting the length of AB. They are saying find the ratio of the triangle AOB and COD. So this and all given that you can copy from the question. You take the two triangles AOB and COD. So in this triangle, angle O and angle O, these two AOB and COD, vertically opposite angles are equal, and this angle 1, see Z formation, angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Since these two are parallel lines, this acts as a transversal. So by alternate angles, these two triangles are similar by angle similarity. Triangle AOB is similar to triangle COD by AA. We know if two triangles are similar, then ratio of their areas is equal to square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. So you take any one side AB and CD, you square it. Now what is AB? AB is nothing but 2 times of CD. So 2 times of CD the whole square, by this CD square you write as it is. 2 when you square you will be getting 4, CD when you square you will be getting CD square, and here already you have one CD square. This and this will get cancelled, you will be getting 4 by 1. So ratio of their area is nothing but 4:1. This is also important 2-mark question. Next, actually they have not confirmed that 6.4 is deleted or not. Only the proof of that theorem is deleted, but so many important questions last year from this exercise they have asked. So that's why I am explaining to you. So you also please go through once. Very easily you can answer these questions. So in the given figure, ABC and DBC are two triangles. So ABC and DBC, these two are two triangles. One top triangle and one bottom triangle are there. Now we have to, they have given AD intersects BC at 2O. AD and BC intersect at 2O. Show that area of the ABC by DBC is equal to AO by DO. We have to show that AO by DO. So how will you show? So for that they were constructing one thing where they are drawing perpendicular. What they are doing? So ABC and DBC are two triangles with same base BC. Here also BC, here also BC. What they are constructing? Draw AM perpendicular to BC. So draw AM perpendicular to BC and DN perpendicular to BC. They are drawing two perpendiculars to the side BC. So now they are going to take the triangle, smaller triangles you see here, AOM. This AOM and this DON, newly made triangle, in which this O and this O are vertically opposite angles. AOM and DON vertically opposite angles, and AMO and ANO. M is 90 degree, N is 90 degree. See here M and N each 90 degree. Therefore by angle similarity these two triangles are similar. We know if two triangles are similar then the corresponding sides are proportional. So you can write all the three, but they are taking only two parts here. AM by DN, first and last is equal to AO by DO. AO by DO. We need to prove AO by DO, so they are taking this part. Then afterwards, what is area of a triangle ABC? Ratio of the areas only we have to prove that AO by DO. No? So take the two area triangles area is nothing but half into base into height, which is a base. So for both the triangles, which is a base, this BC is a base and DN is a height. Here BC is a base and AM is a height. So BC into AM, here half into BC into AM by half into BC into DN. This is the base and this is the height. So half get cancelled, BC get cancelled, you write AM by DN. And already you have proved AM by DN is equal to AO by DO. So instead of this AM by DN, this left hand side you write as it is. Instead of this part you can write this AO by DO since you have proved. Next very important and easy question. If the areas of two similar triangles are equal, prove that they are congruent. In so many board exam question paper they have asked this in 2 marks. So very easily you can prove this also. We have to take consider two triangles ABC and DEF, two similar triangles. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So you have to and they have given areas of the two similar triangles are equal. So areas are also equal. These two triangles are similar and their areas are also equal. We have to prove that those two triangles are congruent. So if two triangles are similar, what about ratio of their areas? Ratio of their areas is equal to square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. All the three corresponding sides they have written. Now since the areas are equal, so when we cancel we will be getting 1 and write this as it is. Now when you cross multiply, what will happen? AB square is equal to DE square, then AC square is equal to DF square, then BC square is equal to 1 into EF square is nothing but EF square. All the square of the sides are equal. When the squares are equal, then when you take square root, then the sides are also equal. We know if all the three sides are equal, then the triangle is congruent by SSC congruence to it. See, very simply and easily you have proved triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So in this way you have to solve these questions. Very important theorem is this theorem. Ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to ratio of the square of their corresponding sides. Okay, corresponding sides. So you have to prove this. Likewise you have to prove the other problem also. In the next session we will be seeing the remaining sums. Thank you.